Now, I know you wanted to show something. I have a few things I want to end the stream with, but I know you wanted to show us a special surprise. Yep. The frame rate looks like it's chugging a little bit here on the... Oh, okay. It's just because your mouse.
It's just because Unreal Engine, it doesn't want to be calculating at 60
Okay, well then let's show everyone. So there was this showstopper, just to give you some context, there was a showstopper on a previous stream of a close to finished, almost there, Battleboard. Everybody lost their minds over that Battleboard. Is this the same Battleboard from that stream, or is this a different Battleboard?
This is the Crimson Waste Battleboard, but it's actually heavily out of date now because we've got different testing environments. Like the environment branch has a final asset that's being worked on from an art perspective. And then meanwhile, the game developers are working on a version of that level to test characters out. And
got it.
What we're seeing here is like an old version of the environment without lighting updates and stuff, but it does have the characters ready to go in this version of the game.
So these are the tier 0 Illuvials you were referring to. Yeah. So free-to-play players will be able to acquire these Illuvials as it stands right now. This, God, look how beautiful they look.
Not the links. I put the links in there. Just I'll show that later. But like,
okay,
yeah, you can see the work that goes in. All of the passive VFX. It's unbelievable. You know, like you cannot find another game with fur like this, and the amount of work we've gone into, like the character, even just rigging the character's eyes to blink, like that type of detail is just stupid.
Wow. What are the names of all these? Can you walk us through the names of all these Illuvials if you're able to recall them as we go across the board?
Yeah, we've got back here the Volante, which is like the lizard. And I'm sure
he's doing a little stretch there. He's kind of chilling. Yep. Looks like he's got fire just going right up his back, coming right off the tail as well.
Yep. All the tier 0s don't have composite affinities or classes, so they're just the base class and affinities. And that means that when new players are onboarded into the game, they're not being greeted with overly complex gameplay mechanics. They can just learn the basic kind of Pokemon synergies. And then as they want to, if you enjoy the game enough past the free-to-play stage, when you want to start going into regions that are paid and getting the more, the base character set with composite affinities, that's when things will increase in complexity. So we've done that for a reason.
Got it. And who's this?
Flish. We got the little Flish, 2 eyes. You can see right now that's a work in progress. His tongue's kind of screwed up, but this guy's tongue isn't.
Ooh, I love the little eye movement, the sudden cocks of the head, the lick of the eyeball. Oh, so good.
Over time, like these will, like the animations and stuff will bury them up. But for now, they're super cool. Then we have my favorite and Roger's favorite, the Doka.
As featured in the Illuvitar's trailer.
Yep. I mean, come on. Like, this is as AAA as it gets. Like, graphically. It's really crazy.
Look at him just swinging. He's like, he's ready to rumble, baby.
Yeah, I'm just proud of what the team has been able to do. Just to say it at the start of last year, like what we were saying, like 150 AAA characters, I'm sure a lot of people were saying we're full of shit. And to actually do it is just crazy.
Here's the proof on the screen. I'm sorry, who was this? What's the name of this Illuvial?
The Atippo. The nature Atippo. So cute.
What's that giant growth on its head? Can you give us a little bit of understanding of what that is?
It's where he like forms his VFX attacks and stuff like that. So no one really knows why it's like that. But when you want to create unique characters, you've got to go extreme sometimes. And I think that's what I love about our characters. We've got some that fall into a more traditional realm where we're not trying to be too, like every character isn't just this wacko, weird, unrelatable thing, but we do have that nice variation in the game where certain characters feel normal and then other characters have this weird X factor that gives them that uniqueness. It's just so cute. I can't wait to do things like little cutscenes with these characters showcasing their personalities, like characters fighting each other, playing with each other. It'll all come. You got the fire Atippo.
Wow, look how different they look. There's variations on the model itself as well. It looks like, obviously there's fire there, and some of the roots have been replaced. The textures on the head are different. The other one, this is so cool. The one you showed a moment ago has a more tree-like head. This one's got a sort of a scaly head. Really cool to see the variations between these two. And they're so freaking cute.
They're so cute. I can't wait to see kids' reactions when the game. We didn't target kids, like, you know, that was a misconception early on that we're doing Pokemon, so it's targeted for kids. We're targeting people who used to like Pokemon as a kid. So like you're over the, you know, super minimalist, cutesy anime style look, but like how do we tap in and still make them cute but feel modern and stand the test of time? And then we've got another one of my favorites, the Grocko. Just so cool.
I love his proportions. Just the giant head, oversized feet and arms. It just gives him this, and the hair drooping over the eyes. So much personality.
It's crazy. They all
and you have wow, that's so cool. Yeah. The flowers like growing off of that Illuvial is really, really interesting as well. And now we have Lynx varieties here in the back, huh?
Yeah, like so many Lynxes. We're actually going through a little bit of an overhaul at the moment. One of the problems is when you're playing the game, the Lynx lines start to look a little bit similar. Like if you see all the, if I go down here, you can see we have a Lynx, fighter, rogue, empath. Hold on, let me get all, you know. You can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines in the Earth line. For each base affinity, there's a fighter, rogue, bulwark, scion, empath, and they start to look a little bit similar. So we're just making changes to the Lynx at the moment to make them instantly recognizable. You know, it's another one of those things where like I'm not a cat person, but I am now. When Aaron pitched the idea of doing, what was it, 31 Lynxes, I was like, this is ridiculous. But it's like a collectible within a collectible thing. So like once you get a few of them, you might want to go through and try and find all the Lynx in the game.
Awesome. Cool. Obviously, yeah, you want to make, so basically what you're saying is at a glance, you want all of these Lynxes to be at a glance totally distinguishable from each other, and so they're not samey at all.
Yep, and to know if it's a rogue or a fighter, because they're both going to be purple. They're both going to be Earth, but which class is it? And we're doing things like adding VFX to the body, so like the rogue will have these streaks coming down it. I'm sure that'll come up in later episodes, but I just wanted to show like some of these free-to-play characters and the characters being updated in the game, because all these will be in PB2. So all of the free-to-play characters, the Lynxes, they're going in PB2, and we're just doing some final tweaks on the Lynx line, and then all the characters are ready for PB2.
PB2, for those that don't know what PB2 is, that is Private Beta 2. We have over 10,000 people testing Private Beta 1. Obviously, we want to get more into PB2. And a part of that is having more Illuvials available, more features, more systems, that type of thing, for everyone to be able to experience. Thank you for that sneak preview of all of those tier zeros. That was really, really cool to see. Is there anything else you want to show us? Otherwise, I've got a few other items I want to share with the audience.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I would love to like simulate the battle right now, but because this is a uncompiled version of the game, what you'll see is that everything slows down to a halt as the computer starts compiling VFX that is running, that isn't being showcased now. I mean, I can do it, but you see it starts going. Like I'm running the game, but it's just compiling right now. So even though everything works, and yeah, my computer is, there you go, you can see them kind of going at it.
Got it. Yeah, but it has to compile everything in real time. It's not optimized like the actual game would be.
Yeah, like, but once, it only needs to do that once. So if I ran this same battle again, it would obviously run smoothly because everything's compiled, but then I would have to like choose the exact same characters and stuff. Yeah, it's very cool.
There it is. Oh, Grant always bringing the heat, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank you for showing that. That was a special treat there at the end of the stream. Thank you so much for that.